they have the wherewithal, whether it's money, whether it's a place to study, whether it's just sheer encouragement. Zhinga, you could do it. You know, yes, go for the subjects. There is always somebody like that, and that person is an adult.
Palmer says she is happy to see the changes taking place in adult and continuing education today.
When you go back, if you go back in the history, in the very first coordinator for adult education, when it was a unit, literally unitary, one person, Deborah Dalrymple, the first person ever, in 1985 or so, 86. It has really undergone a huge transformation, because after that it went to 3, a staff of 3. After that it went to, we now have about 20-something people on the establishment, or nearly 30, and then we have all these caretakers, all these learning resource centers. All of those are under adult and continuing education division. When we had a strategic planning session at the beginning of the year, we had over 100 people there that were actually under our purview. So that's a huge transformation. Huge.
So, with the educational needs of the adult population changing as the education revolution deepens to capture more persons before they leave the formal education system, what are the future prospects for adult and continuing education, and will it even be necessary or relevant?
It will never be obsolete. Adult and continuing education will never be obsolete, because number one, with the information age and the explosion of things that people want to learn, this generation, I mean in my generation, I have not, if you follow my career, I have not gone into one place and stayed there for the whole of my life. And that is becoming the norm. In your generation, the next generation, my children, then, who are now 30 and below, nobody is going to stay in one career for 33 and a third years and never move. That's totally out of the question.
In all of this, the creation of a modern post-colonial society is the vision associated with the new thrust in education. But such a society must take cognizance of the role of the ICTs. Government in every aspect of the education system is including a significant role for technology. Some 30,000 laptops have already been acquired for the One Laptop Per Student campaign. The education revolution has only just started, but it's a great platform for the future development of this young nation.
But one thing we do know is that we cannot go wrong with education. An educated populace is good for the development of the country. And when you think about it, you think about the health sector, for example. If we have an educated population, we can reduce costs to the government because people would understand how to take care of themselves. It is diseases like diabetes and HIV, lifestyle diseases, to a certain extent linked to education. An educated population is able to monitor themselves, to do the right things, to practice healthy lifestyle, because they can read for themselves, they can analyze things for themselves, they can make judgments for themselves. Also, we do not want to think about having an educated population just for the sake of creating jobs. That is important. We expect that productivity would rise, but we have to look at things like political participation. You do not want a population that go to an election and vote simply because they have a right to vote and they do not understand the issues in which they're voting for. An educated population is able to make informed choices. They're able to be analytical. They're able to tell you, I want this in my life because. That is very important. It also helps us to appreciate, to raise our sensibilities about our culture. to appreciate what we have in St. Vincent. I mean, these are all important things why we need to have that thrust in education.